Well, here we are back with another installment. Today we're going to be talking about this. This is your best friend when it comes to doing any kind of tire work. It just works exceptionally well. And you look at this little thing, it's saying big as my hand. You think, what, tricycle? What are you going to do with that little piece of junk? Well, I'm not going to go through the whole nonsense of how to dismount a tire because we all know that, but I want to demonstrate how good this tool works. It actually goes in and sits in under the tire, in under the bead, and then this foot is pulled in by this bolt. This foot floats. Now you have to be careful because if you pull it in too tight, you will put a square notch right down across your rim. That's a bad idea. But when I start, I always put a little drop of oil on there. Lubricated threads are happy threads, and because I'm using the impact, I like to keep oil on. And these aluminum rims, this is a 84 200X, has this extra bead in here, and they are tough. I mean, your quads have that, your rear rims have that, your gold rims have that. So it takes a little trial and error at first to get the foot set up just right, but they're both 3/4 bolts. Now the air compressor is probably going to kick on a dozen times until I get done doing this. This tool is slick. Once you feel like you're seated in there, always good to check and make sure you're not going to damage the wheel. You don't want to go too far, bottom that out, you'll break the bolt. And you leave this in place, slide it. Usually try to get a better bite here. The Bead Buster. That little tool is the best tire tool I've ever used. It works exceptionally well. And now, this tire probably hasn't been on there since '84. In fact, I know it hasn't. But the fact of the matter is, this little thing is your best friend. Now, like I said, if you over tighten this foot, you will put a square notch right down through your rim, and it'll damage it and probably never hold air again. So you do want to be careful. Bead Buster, available on eBay. That's the XB450. They do make bigger ones if you work on big trucks or you're a mechanic or whatever. You think you need one for your backhoe or whatever. They make bigger ones, better ones. But this is by far the best tool I've seen for breaking the beads down. I mean, you'd be there all week for beating on a tire spoon or something like that. And the average car bead breaker, the radius of these smaller wheels, it only hits in a small area because it's too big. It's for a car tire, and it doesn't quite fit. And these tires are so soft and pliable that it's a miserable fight, even with a tire machine, a Coates or a Hunter or any various manufacturer, Snap-on for that matter. I am not sponsored by Bead Buster, but if Bead Buster wants to get a hold of me and send me money, I will say more good things about them because I actually mean it. And speaking of sponsors and being paid and such, one, I make $0 off of YouTube. So anybody that thinks you can get rich doing this, it takes a little more work than I put forth. So just keep that in mind. Number two, if you had to watch some stupid TikTok commercial before this video with some purple-haired they-them nonsense on there, email YouTube and tell them you don't want to see that crap on Tricycle Guys videos unless they're paying Tricycle Guys something, and at which point if they want to decide to pay me, then they should let me choose which commercials I use, and I won't be using them. So if you had to sit through a dumb commercial before you got to hear my beautiful speaking voice here this evening, send YouTube a nasty email and tell them that's bullcrap, that somebody's profiting off a video that the creator of the video sees not 1 single cent. I am, however, in somewhat of a sponsorship from Blue Line Graphics. They will hook you up with all your sticker and decal needs for your garage full of tricycles. BlueLineDecals.com. Thanks for watching, and get one of these. If you ever dismounted an ATV tire, you need one.